For decades, people have been using the date of May 1st to stage rallies focused on workers' rights. It's called May Day or International Workers' Day. In America, these rallies date back to the 1880s to commemorate the violence during a workers' rights rally in Haymarket Square in Chicago. People striking there 140 years ago were fighting for an 8-hour workday. Today, people across the United States gathered to show solidarity as workers. Members of the Maine State Nurses Association also rallied today. They shared their concerns about how the state's largest healthcare system is using some controversial technology. News Center Maine's Drew Peters brings us those concerns, along with the response from Maine Health.
First volunteer!
Nurses rallying outside Maine Medical Center in Portland.
Nurses say, first volunteer!
Calling on Maine Health to end its contract with the surveillance software company Palantir Technologies.
There needs to be an end to just this overwhelming amount of AI and technology coming into our lives.
Founded by Peter Thiel and Alex Karp, Palantir has drawn criticism for its role in increased immigration enforcement practices through a contract with ICE, as well as what some see as a general surge in government surveillance.
It doesn't align with what we talk about each and every day when we take care of patients.
A contract Kelly Brennan and fellow nurses say Maine Health has refused to share information about.
We didn't know anything about it until we went onto the hospital intranet and we saw lots of different documents about Palantir.
That alleged lack of transparency raising concerns the company may be able to access sensitive staff and patient data.
Hospitals have been able to exist and to thrive extremely well before any of these technologies happen, and definitely the risk is patient privacy.
We have, a lot of immigrants in our community that are workers. They're our friends, they're our family. They contribute so much to our hospital, so I'm so worried for them.
Concerns leaders with Maine Health dispute, though, arguing the contract is only meant to help identify patterns in patients' insurance denial claims and to compare them against insurers' own policies. A spokesperson writing in part, Palantir's technology is not involved with clinical decisions, nor does Palantir own or control Maine Health data.
First volunteer!
Regardless of what services Palantir is providing, though, the union nurses say they don't want the company anywhere near their hospitals.
It doesn't really matter what they think the benefit is. It's just like, this is a bad company.
In Portland, Drew Peters, News Center, Maine.
So in response, Maine Health says it retains full control over the data used and that the focus continues to be on reducing barriers to care. Here's a reminder that paid family and medical leave benefits begin today. Workers who qualify won't lose wages for up to 12 weeks if they need to take time off for reasons such as being sick, caring for a sick family member, rather. Payments will start on May 7th. The state recommends you speak with your employer over whether you should apply to Maine's plan or a private plan. The White House will hold off on regulating lobstermen until 2035. That announcement coming from Congressman Jared Golden today, who proposed the extension. That pause was originally set to expire in 2028. The regulations intended to protect the endangered North Atlantic right whale would have required lobstermen to use new types of gear and could restrict where and when they fish. Governor Mills and the state's entire congressional delegation oppose the new rules as a threat to the lobstering industry. Now to an update on a story we brought you at about 6. A small plane that went off the runway at Bangor International Airport today. Airport officials now say that at 4 p.m. crews responded to the incident, which involved flight number N18516, a 1981 Beechcraft C-23 Sundowner single-engine piston aircraft registered to Maine Instrument Flight. The runway was closed until about 6 tonight, causing some flights to be delayed, as well as some arriving flights to be diverted. Airport officials say that incident is now under investigation and no one was hurt, but they are not releasing any further information at this time. Around 2 this afternoon, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says it responded to a report of a 2-vehicle crash on Route 15 in South Orrington. They said in a post on social media that both vehicles had landed in a ditch, and as you can see here, one had rolled off. The Sheriff's Office said that deputies were able to reach both drivers, who were the only people in each vehicle. One driver had what they described as minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. According to the sheriff's office, an initial investigation showed that a sedan crossed into the path of a southbound truck. Lewiston will delay implementation of new property assessments by 1 year. That decision was announced this morning by the city of Lewiston, although city councilors are requesting 2 years. Lewiston Mayor Carl Shaleen says the 1-year delay is not good enough and property owners need more time. According to city officials, the delay means this year's tax bills will be calculated using property owners' fiscal year 26 values. They also asked that the May 15th deadline for informal hearings be extended. The city recently reassessed property values for the first time in 38 years. Some residents were hit with property values 3 to 4 times greater than what they were last appraised at, which for some resulted in significantly larger property tax bills.